My friends, there's no greater power than a mind that remains calm in the face of adversity. A calm mind is not a passive mind. It is a strong, steady, disciplined mind. It is the kind of mind that sees clearly when others panic, that acts with purpose when others scatter, and that triumphs while others tremble. Let me tell you something I've learned through years of study, observation, and experience. The man who can master his emotions, who can keep his head when the world around him loses theirs, that man is destined for greatness. Calmness is not something we are born with. It is a quality we must build, like a bricklayer lays stone upon stone. Each stone is a habit, a decision, a discipline. The mind must be trained just as a soldier is trained for battle. You would not send an untrained man into war, and you must not send an untrained mind into life's inevitable storms. Do you wish to lead others? Then first, lead yourself. Do you wish to command respect? Then first, command your own thoughts. The world bows to the man who does not waver under pressure. The world follows the one who stands tall when the winds of fear blow strongest. History is filled with such men. Men who kept their minds steady while others crumble. Think of Abraham Lincoln carrying the weight of a nation in a turmoil, yet walking each day with composure and resolve. Think of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times but never raised his voice, never lost his peace. These men knew the secret. Calmness is power, but how do you attain it? How do you train your mind to stay calm when everything around you is shaking? First, you must understand that no situation has the power to disturb you unless you allow it. It is not the circumstance, but your response to it that determines your peace. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control what happens within you. The man who reacts is a slave to the world. The man who responds thoughtfully and calmly is its master. You must learn to observe your thoughts. Do not become them. Do not let anger carry you away. Do not let fear take the reins. Watch your emotions like clouds passing in the sky. Let them come, but do not let them stay. Second, breathe. The breath is the bridge between the body and the mind. When your breath is steady, your mind follows. In times of stress, take deep, deliberate breaths. Feel each one as a signal to your brain that all is well, that you are in control. Third, speak to yourself with strength. The words you say in silence have more power than the noise of the world. Say to yourself, I am calm, I am focused, I am in control. These are not empty words. They are commands to your subconscious mind, and the subconscious listens. Fourth, prepare. A calm mind is not born in the moment of chaos. It is forged in the days and weeks before. The man who prepares for difficulty is not shocked when it arrives. He meets it like an old acquaintance and says, I was expecting you. Do you wake up each morning ready to conquer the day, or do you stumble into the hours, letting the world push you here and there like a leaf in the wind? If you want calmness, you must begin your day with intention. You must take time in silence, gather your thoughts, and fix your focus. You must plan your day like a general plans his campaign. Fifth, do not be in haste. Haste is the enemy of peace. The man in a rush is always one step behind his purpose. The calm man moves deliberately. He is not slow, he is sure. He does not run, he walks with direction. And because of this, he often arrives before those who rush blindly. Sixth, detach from what you cannot control. How much energy is wasted each day worrying about the actions of others, the opinions of strangers, or the outcome of things beyond our reach? Let them go. The calm man puts his attention only on what he can influence, his own thoughts, his own actions, his own path. And seventh, remember that every hardship is a teacher. Do not curse the storm. It is the storm that shows you how strong your roots are. Each time you remain calm in difficulty, you grow. Each time you keep your head when others lose theirs, you become more powerful, more prepared, more unshakable. You must train your mind like a muscle. You must exercise it daily. You must test it, push it, strengthen it. And when the day comes, and it will come, when life throws its heaviest blows, you will not break. You will not bend. You will rise steady and composed, a beacon to others in the darkness. Let no man, no crisis, no challenge rob you of your peace. It is your most sacred weapon. The calm mind does not shout. It does not boast. It does not react. It simply acts decisively, powerfully, and wisely. My friends, let us now go deeper into this subject of calmness, for it is not only a virtue, but a mighty force, a tool more powerful than muscle, louder than shouting, and more effective than rage. You see, most men are ruled by the outer world. They are slaves to noise, slaves to criticism, slaves to praise, slaves to money, slaves to fear. But the calm man, the disciplined thinker, he is free. Free from the pull of the world because he has found strength within. Let me give you a truth. A calm mind does not happen by chance. It is built by choice. Every day you are offered two paths. One leads to panic, the other to peace. The man who does not decide his path will always be pulled into panic, for panic is the default of the undisciplined mind. But when you decide to live by peace, when you commit to training your thoughts, when you choose not to react but to reflect, then you rise above the world. I remember once meeting a man who had lost his fortune, his reputation, and his family name all in one season. Yet he stood before me with a gentle smile and said, "Mr. Hill, I have not lost myself, and that is the greatest wealth of all." That is the power of a calm spirit. You may ask, how can a man stay calm when the world is unfair? When people cheat, insult, betray? My answer is this: do not give others the power to disturb your soul. Let them act as they will. Let them talk. Let them conspire. Let them rage. Your mind must remain your kingdom, and no trespassers allowed. Do you let a barking dog steal your peace? Do you argue with a storm? No, you let them pass. So too must you treat the petty troubles of life. Now let us talk about emotional mastery, for no man can remain calm unless he learns to master his emotions. Anger, fear, jealousy, frustration. These are natural visitors. But the wise man does not let them stay for dinner. The secret lies in space. Yes, space between action and reaction, between what happens and what you do next. In that space lies your power. Most men feel anger and speak without thinking. The calm man feels it and waits. He watches it. He lets it rise, and then he lets it fall. Silence, my friends, is often the highest form of strength. To be calm when provoked is not weakness. It is mastery. It is victory over the self. Remember, the lion does not flinch when the jackals bark. He knows who he is. He does not need to prove it. And you, too, must reach this level of inner certainty. Calmness is not about pretending to be unbothered. It is about knowing that nothing outside you is greater than what is inside you. Now, I must speak to you of faith, for calmness and faith walk hand in hand. A man who trusts life, who believes in divine order, who knows that every storm will pass. He is calm because he knows he is not alone. Do you think the farmer panics when clouds cover the sky? No, he knows the rain has its purpose. Do you think the sailor cries when waves rise high? No, he has trained for it. So too must you train your spirit and trust your path. Faith gives birth to calmness, and fear gives birth to chaos. Choose your parent wisely. Another tool for calm living is gratitude. Yes, the calmest souls I've ever met were also the most grateful, for they did not count their losses, they counted their blessings. They focused not on what they lacked, but on what remained. And in doing so, they found peace in the present moment. An anxious mind lives in the future. A guilty mind lives in the past. But a calm mind lives here now, grounded in what is. You must teach your mind to stay present, for the present moment is the only place where strength exists, where wisdom speaks, where peace dwells. Many say, I will be calm when my life gets better. No, life gets better after you learn to be calm. It begins within, and when you master that inner world, the outer world begins to obey. Your calmness becomes your compass. It shows you where to go, how to act, when to wait, and when to move. But beware, this calmness must be protected. Just as a fire must be shielded from the wind, so must your peace be shielded from distractions. Limit your exposure to negativity. Stay away from idle talk. Choose wisely the company you keep, for peace, once gained, must be guarded like treasure. Let me remind you again, calmness is not a gift given to a few. It is a discipline available to all, rich or poor, young or old. It requires no money, no fame, no connections, only commitment. Commit yourself today to the practice of inner peace. Begin small. When anger arises, pause. When fear whispers, listen but do not follow. When the world screams, stay still. And day by day, you will become a man others turn to in times of trial. You will be the calm in the storm, the rock in the flood, the voice of reason in the noise. You will no longer be a slave to emotion, but a master of thought. That is the mark of greatness. That is the mark of leadership. That is the mark of a man who has trained his mind to stay calm, no matter the situation.